they run out a lot faster. So that's a favorable engagement there for Zerg. That's why he won it. So he's up 2-1 now, and we're going to head into match point here for game number 4 very shortly. And it is going to be on Vani Research Station. So Vito's figured out beforehand, of course. We're on to another 2-player map, one that could potentially end it for tonight, as we are looking to see who our second finalist is going to be. It's going to be a Brawl player, and Brawl, I'm sure, Brawl has been very well represented in this tournament. Obviously, you know, I've had to mention them a couple times because of their sponsorship of the RSL prize. But on top of that, they've had 3 players make their way into the round of 8. We have these 2 gentlemen here, as well as Panda Bear Me, who wasn't able to make it out of the round of 8. But 3 guys out of 8, that's not bad. I'd say that's pretty impressive stuff. So they're gonna for sure have one in the finals. Bly is waiting for his opponent here. Pretty sure he's sleeping now, but he'll find out when he wakes up who he's gonna face off tomorrow. So if you guys definitely want to make your way back here to twitch.tv/RSLSC2 at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern for the finals series tomorrow, best of 7. But before we get too ahead of ourselves, let's focus on the present. Game number 4, Vani Research Station is the venue, and spawning at the very top of it, guys, is going to be the Pink Protoss, now down 1-2, and looking to stay alive here at match point. For Brawl Esports, ladies and gentlemen, this is Zeal. And on the other hand, the very bottom side is the Blue Zerg, representing Brawl Esports as well. And 1 win away from closing out the round of 4 tonight, and with a date against Bly tomorrow for the finals. Ladies and gentlemen, we have here KiToO. So we've been in this scenario before as spectators, watching a game in a match point situation where one player may feel a little bit frisky. He wants to get in something kind of funky, cheesy, all-in-y, because he's got, you know, room for error. And KiToO is getting a little active with the drones early on. It's kind of what I was, you know, getting at here. So now the drone heading over to this side probably just wants to take the gold natural. So does that count as the shenanigans I was hinting at? Yeah, maybe. I was thinking more like cheese or all in or something, but no, it's going to be going for greed. And I suppose that is the pure opposite. In the meantime, we're going to have a probe scouting here from Zeal. So Zeal's going to make his way in here and find out what's happening. Doesn't head all the way into the inside base to see if there's an natural. He's going to head to the outside one and see if there's one. Now he's turning around again. So, you know, if you're in Zeal's position, you kind of have to scout both, see if there's an expansion. Zeal expected the outer one to be taken first, but now he's going to find that neither are taken. So, actually, he's going to come back out here and see that this is a pretty late... Oh my gosh. This is a 3 hatch before pool. It's 3 hatch before pool, guys. So, I was right about one of 2 things, okay? We're talking about, you know, a Zerg doing something funky because he's up 1 and he's in match point. But the other thing was about, is he going to cheese? And it's not cheese. It's the exact polar opposite. It's the greediest thing you can possibly do. So now Zeal, armed with this knowledge, having scattered that gold third, or natural, because I was taken second, what do you do? And look at this. We even have the epic journey of drones transferring over to the gold base. But yes, if you are Zeal now, what do you do? Because you really have 2 options. You can punish your opponent for playing so greedily, or you can follow his lead. you take that super early third. I'm going to take a third too, even if it's only 6-7 minutes. It's 5 right now, but you don't also want to delay everything else too much in trying to get that Nexus. So let's see what Zeal chooses here. He's starting on his warp gate right now. We are not quite seeing any other tech just yet, or gateways. So he still has that choice to make. And let's see if he's going to start banking up some minerals here. On the other hand, for the Zerg, I mean, how many things can a Zerg really do after opening 3 hatch before pool at 536? Drones, 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 man. He is only taking his first cast right now. He has his spawning pool, but he is working on drones, to say the least. Sending a couple links over to the top for map control. A little bit of poking just to see what the Protoss is doing, because you know he knows that Zeal has to make the decision of what to do, and he needs to know what it's going to be because he needs to be ready for it. And he's going to scout around, see that there is another gateway in production. Doesn't quite see any other tech, and that other tech is coming down right here. It's going to be a Stargate. So, you know, by all means, right now at 6:35, looks like Zeal's playing, you know, pretty similarly. He's not, you know, overreacting to the 3 hatch before pool by any means. So I don't know, is that going to be his downfall, or is that him just being, you know, calm and collected about this and thinking, you know what, I got a plan and it doesn't matter what the Zergs do, I'm going to execute it. We'll find out very soon, because he is putting down a proxy pylon. In the meantime, KiToO getting up a spine to defend very likely that third base, which is it's usually the third base, and it is the third base at the location. And getting some roaches. So saw that roach horn just finish up, but he's not going to have quite the roaches just yet. Slowlings chasing back these stalkers, the queens, providing problems for this mothership core. And Zeal's having to kite these lings. Now, he's making an Oracle again. And in the last 2 games, man, even though he won one of them, the Oracle just didn't do much. But he's still sticking with it. I mean, the Oracle... And this time around, it may benefit him, because KiToO's kind of been more focused on getting this 3 hatch before pull-up. May have forgotten about the possibility of Oracle. And don't see any spores coming up yet. And, of course, when he sent in the Overlord, he didn't see that Stargate. So... Oh, now he's going to get that spore. I mean, you know, perhaps he's thinking about, well, now it's he's going to face Oracle. Harassment here. I was going to say, though, he's probably thinking, this isn't a huge gateway attack, and there was no third. Maybe there's an Oracle. And you know what? He kills it. The Oracle flies right into those queens. 5 workers killed. I'd say that's even-ish trade. I think it's kind of even. Oracle costs a lot of gas, but 5 workers is, you know, a decent amount at this point in the game. But I don't know if it was necessarily worth it, because you have to go to build that Stargate, and you could have been getting other things in the meantime. So, and it's 3 hatch before pool. The Zerg, he can get ahead here. So we'll see. But for now, we're going to see Zeal go ahead and take his third base. Ling run by is about to happen here, as again, Zeal just making sure he gets a cannon up at the third just to help it out, and surrounds that cannon with a bunch of buildings, larger ones. Right now, Hydralisk Den again. So very similar stuff happening all 3 games, I have to say, from both players. Sticking to what they feel like are their strengths. We got Blink on the way here for a Sentry style composition once more from Zeal, at least until, you know, he tries to go into the tier 3 units in the latter stages of the game. But for now, I'm going to be seeing more stalkers out of him, plus 2 attack as well being researched. KiToO is also researching upgrades, getting missile attacks as well as Carapace. This time around, though, ironically, he doesn't quite have the upgrades as quickly as he did last game. Last game, he did particularly well on that front. As far as defending, you know, Zeal's gateway timing, he had, you know, really good upgrades. They're better than Zeal's, but this time around is not the case. You'd think he'd be better off because of the 3 hatch before pool, but no, not quite. So he's gonna have to fight this with 0-0 units. Hydras are arriving, roaches are arriving, and Zeal is leaving. Yeah, hard to fight on creep. in that situation. Recalls back home, safe confines of that third nexus. And KiToO just branching out with that creep spread. And, you know, you guys might have been, some of you might be wondering, like, why did, you know, I know KiToO took the gold. That's, you know, understandable. But why not, why is he still not taking the natural in the main base? And the reason for this is in large part creep spread. I mean, you want to connect your third or your natural at the gold to everything else as soon as possible. And then you get a head start on creep. A lot of Zergs, you know, don't like to start in that in-base natural because the creep, you know, you don't have that head start on creep trying to push it out towards the center of the map. So, and you know, KiToO, amongst many things, is a creep artist. So that's why to him, it's got to be an important thing. Briefly considering pushing, doesn't quite commit to, backs off right now, back onto creep, as Zeal now is the one who's looking to push. So he's got +2 attack finished here. He's got a good number of stalkers, feels confident in mounting an attack. Not a lot of tech with his army, just one, that token Void Ray again. It's almost like some kind of affirmative action thing, like you have to hire at least one Void Ray to join your workforce, otherwise you can get sued for discrimination or something. I don't know if there's such a law imposed by the government of Ire, but right now we are going to see Zeal push his way onto creep here, and the attack shall commence. We do have an observer here to help out against these creep tumors. Oh my gosh, the blink back actually exposes a lot of these sentries. A lot of them are going to die here. Yes, the force fields were laid down, but every sentry is dead now, and we're just looking at blink and not a lot of it. We're seeing a big supply lead here for KiToO, but the stalkers do. Oh my gosh, the dance! The dance! The BM was promised by KiToO when he was up on 2 wins, and he has delivered. And he is now pushing back the stalkers here. It's not over by any means, though. In fact, that dance may have cost KiToO a few more units than he would have liked. He is still enjoying a nice supply, so I'm not trying to say that he's thrown it or anything at all. But that battle was definitely sure-handedly won by KiToO, but he lost maybe a few more units there than necessary. So he is up 199 and 136. He's got +1 attack and carapace now, adding roaches to his army. So where he lost the hydras, he's replacing with these beefy roaches. So you know, roach hydra, that, you know, that nice composition where everything complements each other, right? The high DPS in the back, the tougher armored units in the front. And now Zeal behind once more. It's going to stick through it because it's not over, but at the same time, we got to remember too, he is the one that can be eliminated here in this game, not his opponent. So he's going to have the Dark Shrine, and this is the first time we're going to see DTs out of him. So we could be looking at, you know, the whole typical when behind go DT cliche. But is it going to finish time? You're going to have a couple DTs coming out. There is an Overseer here for KiToO, so these DTs are not going to really fool anybody now, as KiToO is trying to split his army around this pond so he can get a surround. Force field's coming down here at the front. Zeal going to move back with his army and try to focus on the army that is able to get to him, which is this north flank, as KiToO just going to start A-moving here. Overseer's kept alive. DT's dying very quickly here. Stalkers blinking back. Decent blinks here. A lot of them, you know, being kept alive in red-orange health, but I think the numbers are just too great here. At the very least, we're going to see an even trade, but that's going to benefit KiToO, as he's going to have a very quick remax. But I don't even know if we're going to have an even trade, as KiToO is continuing to push forward here, forcing blinkbacks into the main base. This third outside right now under a lot of danger. But KiToO doesn't seem to be rallying any further reinforcements in here just yet. Actually, we're talking about DTs. Looks like they're actually down in the main base of KiToO right now. Doesn't look like too much damage done. There's only 6 workers here, but I think that's just... Oh, actually, 19 workers killed by KiToO. No, that's actually not a lot of damage done by Zeal at all. I think there were just few workers at the main because of drone transfers. So, you know, a nice attempt by Zeal, but that didn't quite get too much work done. And now KiToO is remaxing, re-rallying here. 171 supply lead to 90. And Zeal now is... He's seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And when I say light, actually that's not a good analogy. I was going to say seeing the light as in like heaven, you know, like he's is it's coming to an end for him. But then when I say at the tunnel, it makes it sound like he's about to succeed. No, not quite. And KiToO agrees. There's that dance. Hydra's moving in. Going to stutter step their way to victory right now as the blinks for Zeal are being done out of desperation here. Number of stalkers can be counted on 2 hands, soon to be 1. And yeah, we should be seeing the close very soon. And KiToO is going to enjoy that finalist spot. We're going to have a ZVZ, guys, and those have gone pretty dynamic a lot now because of the lack of swarm hosts. I'm going to look forward to seeing that as Brawl will get their representative in. And yeah, it's winding down here for Zeal. Just a few more stalkers left, continuing to warp in. 38 workers left for him. Third is taken out as the dances continue. I want to see some tech spam too, man. Slash dance is cool, but slash cheer is also an option. Players tend to forget about slash cheer. Everyone knows about slash dance, but slash cheer is woefully underrepresented in these games. But there it is, guys. GG from Zeal. Nothing, no counter BM from him as we have our second finalist, guys. It's a 3-1 victory for the Zerg player. And a big congratulations for KiToO. And we have the date set, guys. It's going to be 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, right back here on twitch.tv/RSLSC2. It's going to be ZVZ, and it is Bly from Team Acer versus KiToO from Ball Esports. Best of 7. Winner gets $225. Loser gets $125 US dollars. As far as things go for Zeal, he's not going to go home empty-handed or stay home empty-handed, wherever the heck he is. He's going to wind up with $75, and very likely, judging by the way things were this season for RSL, a guaranteed seed for the round of 16 in RSL SC2 Season 3. So hopefully we'll see him back. But looking forward, guys. I'm excited about this upcoming match, man. We got 2 high-level EU players, one of which has been a pro on the scene for a really long time. And the King of Online Cups. Does KiToO have what it takes? Got to be here to see, guys, and hopefully you will be. So I hope you guys have been enjoying the games tonight here. Thank you for joining us on RSL SC2 Rival StarCraft League Season 2. That is on this Saturday night. Hope you guys enjoy the cast. I am Droopy, by the way, official caster for Team Gravity, and oftentimes doing some freelancing work as well. This is one of them, and it's been an absolute pleasure casting for all of you, as well as for the organizers and the organization of Rival Gaming. And I hope to see you guys back here again. Make sure you follow and support RSL for putting on such an awesome event. Click that follow button underneath the video screen for twitch.tv/RSLSC2, as well as follow them on Twitter at RSLSC2, so you know what updates there will be on the finals tomorrow, as well as next season if you are interested in not only watching but also participating. It is open to the public. And then, as far as me, would really appreciate if you guys could follow me on Twitter as well at DroopyTown to follow me in the casts that I will do for freelancing as well as for Team Gravity. We do have Fight Night, which is a show match event that my team hosts every week, and I'm a frequent contributor to that, so if you want to see me there and cast a lot of Korean pro players and stuff, I would appreciate the follow on Twitter, as well as my Twitch, which is twitch.tv/DroopyTown. So once again, guys, thank you for watching. Are we going to have an interview? Oh boy, yesterday, KiToO passed up the opportunity for an interview. Not very confident in his English, which is understandable. But looks like today he is in a more talkative mood. He's joined the call, and KiToO, welcome to the stream, my friend, and congratulations on making it to the finals.
Thanks. Hello, Droopy.
Yeah, KiToO, you and I are pretty familiar with each other, and we kind of talked about this matchup before about your relationship with Zeal, and so how is that right now? Are you guys friends? Are you gonna kiss and make up after this?
Yeah, everything is good, I guess. Yeah.
So how confident were you feeling coming into this series? You won 3-1. I think that looks pretty good for you. What did you think?
Yeah, I was pretty confident. I was like, yeah, he's an April, so I can beat him.
That sounds reasonable, right? Cool. So about these games, what did you think of his play style versus yours? Um, is it what you expected out of Zeal? No, since he's your teammate, since you might be familiar with him.
No, I don't know what he plays, so I just played my normal game and some new builds, so yeah.
Okay. Wait. Yeah, that's actually something I was wondering during the cast. Do you play practice games with him?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't. Okay.
I
All
just
right.
play ladder most of the time.
I see. All right. Well, very cool. So, coming up, you have your finals match against Bly. It's going to be a ZVZ. How confident are you in your ZVZ?
Yeah, I'm confident in my ZVZ, but it's Bly, and Bly is pretty good, so
Yeah, he is.
it's
Hey,
gonna be a close game at least.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? Since you guys are both EU, maybe we can have you guys play on EU server tomorrow. I don't know.
Yeah, you would be way better in ZVZ. Yeah.
Oh, so that kind of leads me to wonder too. You ladder on NA a lot this season.
Yes.
So how is the lag? Do you run into any issues with that?
Yeah, a lot. I have like 200 ping on NA, so the Ling Bane micro is pretty bad, and Widowmine, so
Okay. Well,
on EU.
in that case, I think it's great that you're gonna play Bly tomorrow. Maybe we'll see you guys micro at your best. So, yeah, man, congratulations, and we'll see you back here tomorrow, KiToO. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, guys. So we heard from KiToO, and we're gonna see him back here tomorrow. Best of 7. Remember, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. And it's going to be one heck of a ZVZ to close out Season 2 for RSL, guys. So, again, thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget to follow all the people involved. And I'll see you here tomorrow, guys. Good night.